Grant, 4 months to date, been married. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's not the biggest regret in my life. But I've been trapped inside for 4 months because of coronavirus, so that's exciting.
Yeah.
It's a nice honeymoon period after you get married, is by being stuck inside with them forever. Not being able to leave.
How many times have we discussed divorce in the last 4 months?
Yeah, at least once, I think.
So, the reason we're doing this video today is because there are many questions that come to my inbox and my analytics on my blog, and one of them is, why would you date a blind girl, or why would you marry a blind girl? So today we're going to chat about that. Grant, why would you marry or why would you date a blind girl?
I mean, I think the serious answer is you've got to take into consideration the list of benefits that you get from marrying someone with a disability. So you get a free car. In the case of visual impairment, you get a free dog that's looked after by guide dogs. You get a blue badge so you can park wherever you want. You get to skip all the queues at Alton Towers or Thorpe Park. I mean, that is probably one of the best benefits because you get a free fast track. Bearing in mind, not just if they are blind or deaf, they change the rules on that. You have to get someone with a mobility issue as well. So for my case with Sassy, she's also got arthritis, which means she can't wait in line.
Double win for you.
That's an extra bonus. I think they're the main big ones. I mean, you can watch TV in audio description, which I think is quite a bonus because you don't actually have to pay attention to it.
Yeah, I've noticed
you
you
can
do
sort
that.
of half be on your phone but still listen to what audio description is saying is going on, so you're not actually needing to watch telly.
That's true.
Yeah, they're the main reasons I think of the pros. There's not really many cons. I mean, what you can... Yeah, no, there isn't. There's no many cons.
There's no cons?
No.
Wow.
Doesn't really matter. I mean, you can hide around your house and scare them easy.
I scared you more than you managed to scare me,
I don't
actually.
think you do, though. I think we're equal on the scaring front, but you jump and you over-exert yourself in being scared more than I do. When you try and scare me, and I'm just like, cool.
No, because I've done it a few times, and I'll be like, boo, you're like, ooh.
Yeah.
But like, I like literally jump out of my skin and scream.
I mean, you can pretend you're not in a room when you are. That's fun, because I can't see you.
Yeah. How many times have you done that?
Yeah.
I think you actually did it yesterday or the day before. I was like, Grant? And the room was just silent. Grant?
I don't think I was actually there that time.
Okay.
So yeah, there's lots of little things you can do to entertain yourself throughout the day. Which is a lot more that we've learned during lockdown. But yeah, I think asking a question of why you would marry someone with a disability is a bit stupid, because I mean, you marry the person, you're not looking at a disability. Like for me, like it doesn't even entertain or come into the fact that you're blind, because I met you when you were visually impaired and then you went blind, but it's not like it's been a problem or an issue throughout our relationship. It's like, it just takes a little bit of getting used to.
Yeah.
Like being extra descriptive, trying, getting used to audio description, because many people wouldn't have listened to it.
And I didn't actually start using audio description until about 3 years into my sight loss. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
Because we lived here and it was you that set it up.
Yeah, because it's like, I mean, Sky's quite good with it. They have audio description as an option, but I think all proper boxes do, and I think it depends on the TV program as well, doesn't it? Like some channels are better at audio description, some just don't have it whatsoever. And I've never actually met anyone that finds it annoying, to be honest. And like I started listening to audio description on things without you because, like I said, you don't have to pay full attention to what you're watching. So if you're doing something else but listening to audio description, or say you're on like a train that's too loud and you can't always hear it, like the same with subtitles. It's like there might be 4 people who need the extra accessibility, but it's just those little things in life that you can use to help you as an able-bodied person as well.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you give as tips for people who want to date a blind person, a blind man or woman? Because that is a question that often gets asked to me, and I feel like maybe people are searching for the answer and they want genuine tips. Do you have any?
I think tips-wise, just don't dwell on it so much. Like, don't make it the crux and be all of your relationship, in the sense that they're not blind, they're your partner. You can work it out together. Ask them what they prefer. So like, be extra descriptive, try and leave things not in the way. I'm not very good at that one myself, but...
The other day I walked into an open drawer.
Yeah, I forgot I didn't show it. I think for us it works because we joke and
Yeah.
like we have fun with it. Don't be serious about it all the time, because you don't want to make it to the point where it's like such a problem that if you leave something out by accident, that's it. That's a massive row or a big argument, because it's going to happen, because not everyone can be perfect.
Yeah, and I think that's something I've had to learn. I guess from a practical standpoint, tips on dating a blind girl or being married to a blind girl or a blind woman, the things that we've done or you've done for me to accommodate, and I think this happens really naturally, are things like you read the menu to me, you describe when we're at a restaurant using a clock interface where food's on my plate, where my cup is, and then right at the beginning of our relationship, I really appreciated that you'd guide me to the bathroom, because if we went somewhere new and I didn't know it, then yeah, you guiding me to the toilet was really, really helpful. And generally you'd wait as well, wouldn't you, to wait for me as well. What other tips would you give?
I'd say, just to clarify, that all of that came very naturally to us as a couple, in the sense of describing where food was. I mean, there's nothing funnier watching Sassy chase around that last pea on a plate. But, you know, like saying potatoes at 12 o'clock and steak at 6 o'clock, for example, like it's just helpful that you don't need to do it, but it makes both your lives a bit easier. And like,
yeah, and I don't like touching the food on my plate unless I'm stuffing it in my mouth and it's pizza. I don't want to have to touch it and figure out where it is, so I really appreciate that. Yeah. There are so many independent blind people that wouldn't even require you to do that, and that's why we're all different. We're all independent and we're all different, and essentially we all come into relationships and life already done. Like, we're not asking you to be our carer, we're not asking you to look after us, because hopefully visual impairment is your only barrier to access. There are so many tips, tools, techniques, everything out there, especially technology nowadays, that we can be super independent. We don't need someone sighted at all.
Yeah.
And you and I are together because you love me and I love you. We married each other because we love each other. You didn't marry me because I'm blind.
No.
And it's a pity thing.
No, and it didn't even cross me that you were visually impaired and blind at the time. But I would say a few other tricks as well, like check your area for charities that can help you so to become more independent. Like, you can get your cane training from the council,
yeah,
and things like that, but there are charities out there, some that are really small, not the big ones like Guide Dogs, but like some smaller charities that are very niche to sight loss or other disabilities that can help you as a couple to learn the skills that you need.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I had the support of a local sight loss charity, and they were very small, and I've made friends for life because of that. And again, they helped me see what my life could be after the first stages of sight loss, and we've made friends through that. So yeah, I honestly think that dating a blind woman or being married to a blind woman or a blind man is never a pity party. And if you want to date them because you fancy them and you think they're hot, great, crack on, do you. But don't do it because you think you're helping us out or that we need you, because, girl, we don't.
Yeah. So don't let the blindness factor into it. Like, if you met someone who has a disability of any sort and you find them interesting and you're interested in a relationship, don't even consider their disability as a downside, because it's not. They're never going to become a burden for you, and you're not going to have to look after them and like clean them and whatnot, because that doesn't happen. Like, there are institutions like the AHS and other charities and carers out there that do these things for them, because how do you think they've been living without you? It's not all just going to become your problem if you get together with them.
Absolutely.
So I think, more importantly, to summarise, why I would date a blind person or even someone with a disability is that their disability doesn't count. It's not a problem in my eyes. It doesn't matter. But the pros you've got, so it's a long pros list. There's no cons, thankfully. So you get free car, free dog, quicker access to council housing if you are that way inclined and you would like it. Fast track to Thorpe Park and amusement park, so Thorpe Park and Alton Towers. And then you get other little benefits like a bus pass, and our bus pass we can get on the bus for free, but it doesn't matter because we've got a free car. Just these little things. You can play practical jokes easier. It's so much fun. So don't even think about their disability being a problem. Just focus on the positives.
And I think we do. And I think it's all about humour for us as well, which really helps. So guys, we hope you've enjoyed this video. We hope it's been entertaining and educational. If you like this, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. But most importantly, if you want to hear more about how you planned the wedding, how it was, the day, and how I planned a wedding as a blind bride, then let us know. Leave them in the comments below. And if you are an interabled couple, leave us your tips and tricks down below to encourage able-bodied people to date us.
Make sure to leave all your good positive pros that I can use in case I'm missing out on any. So, see you in the next video, guys. Bye.
Bye.